I know how much I valued when I was a kid, somebody just doing something for me because it was so nice to just be taken care of. And
Right.
how often in life do people just take care of things completely for you? Like the moments where you go back in, I don't know, I'm just imagining like you go back to your childhood home and spend some time and like you have the type of parents that dote on you and are like, oh, let me do this. You don't even have to clean up your dishes. I love that. It's
Yeah, it's fantastic.
very
Yeah,
rare, but for
yeah.
in my life right now, but I love it. I want Everett to be able to enjoy that, but is that just completely my experience that I'm talking about?
Um, I guess I think this is one where I have an easier time maybe seeing the downside of that. So this is the kind of thing that I always think about when you talk about, well, we've got this issue and that issue with our parents, and okay, so we're going to do things perfectly without because we know about all these issues and we're going to be the perfect parents because we can avoid all these obstacles. And in doing so, you swing the pendulum back whichever other way. And now, because we were doted on and it seems so great, but then, maybe we feel like we could be more self sufficient now if we didn't have that, then we're going to go the other direction and be like, no, you get your water every single time and I'm never getting it for you. And then they grow up thinking, like, what an asshole my dad, like, how come they never did anything for me?
Right.
And so I guess I hate to like always say like, it's a combination, it's moderation. Like there's some sweet spot in the spectrum. It's not good to be too far one way or the other. But with the tantrum specifically, and I think this comes from someone else reading parenting books and relaying the information to me. Um, that is, I think, one of the clear examples of if you reinforce the behavior, especially early on, by rewarding the tantrum, then that's how they get the thing that they want, is that they throw the tantrum, you resist for a little bit, and then you give them what they want. So next time they know they just got to outwait you. They've just got to continue to have a tantrum, and maybe this time you're able to wait 3 minutes or 4 minutes. But I think that's one thing that I have had a hard time with, that now I have an easier time with, which is she's just gonna have a tantrum, and it's fine if it lasts an hour, but she has to know that that's not the way to get something. If she wants to get the thing, whatever it is, she's gonna have to calm down and take a breath, and we can talk about it, and maybe I'll say, okay, this time I'll help you, but if you want me to do something for you, you need to ask nicely, and or do it yourself, because otherwise I feel like it's just going to create that pattern of expecting that doting all the time, which might feel good for you to take care of your kid, which I can understand that, and I feel that way too. I have to fight against it because I don't want her to end up growing up expecting that she's going to get everything just because she wants it, and that's
Mm.
hard. That I think that gets kind of to the root of your original question, which is that is the reality of life. Forget the utopia of not having scrapes on your, like, you're gonna at some point have to deal with not getting what you want. And I personally had sort of like one parent always giving me everything I wanted, and the other one basically playing counterweight to that, like not wanting me to end up, which I appreciate sort of
Mm-hmm.
both sides of. But I have had issues behaviorally and otherwise in my life where I feel like I could have benefited from having better coping skills over regulating impulse control and not getting what I want. And um, I feel sort of an obligation, especially because she's got a similar temperament to me,
Mm-hmm.
to teach her those coping skills more than I feel like I want her to feel doted on.